Hi, this is Shannah. I hope you are safe and doing well. And this is another pick a card reading. This one is on what you need to know right now. And we have, as usual, three piles to choose from. We have pile number 1 with the Empress, pile number 2 with the Magician, and pile number 3 with Strength. So take your time to choose your pile. You can pause the video if you'd like, and I will see you in a couple of moments. If you chose pile number 1 with the Empress, this is your reading. So, what you need to know right now. We have the Empress. We have child, orphan, light attributes, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving, and shadow attributes, feeling of abandonment, that stifle, maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Then we have number 17, Stille. So this means quietness, calmness, silence. And this is translated from the German. And then we have this, don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. So, for those who chose pile number 1, what I see here is growth, actually. You becoming an adult. For many of you that are watching this, you're already adults, and maybe it will sound strange to hear this, but there are many ways of being an adult. There is the one that's more practical, in order to be accepted by society. You pay your bills, you do your obligations to society, and in that sense, you are already an adult. But there is an emotional side to it, because we have here the Empress, and the Empress is like the universal mother, right? She's this mother goddess, the mother figure. And then we have here the card, child, orphan, right? So this will get now very personal for some of you, but I hope I'm not too blunt, and I hope you allow me to go a bit deeper. But, sometime in your life, it's especially in your childhood, it could be that you felt very alone, and maybe you lost one of your parents, and maybe even both. But if you didn't lose them, it's like you felt very alone for one reason or the other, right? Maybe your parents were both hard workers. They had to work to earn money, and they're working full time, and you're always in the care of someone else. There are many reasons for this feeling alone, for feeling orphaned. And this has shadow sides and it has light sides exactly here, because on one hand it made you very independent, it made you resilient, it made you able to survive in different environments, and also you became adaptable. You could adapt to different realities quite easily. But on the other way is like feeling alone, and like feeling like no one has your back when you need it, or you cannot count on anyone, or there's no support there. And what I see here with the Empress is actually very, very, very beautiful. Is like this trauma, this childhood trauma, is now being lifted. The weight of it is being lifted. The thing is, the wound will always be there. It's part of you, it's part of your makeup, right? But it won't influence your life in a negative way. So you won't make decisions anymore based on fear of abandonment. Because maybe this was also a factor that was influencing your love life as well. Your fear of abandonment kept you in relationships that were toxic to you, or they weren't the best for you, and maybe the love was gone, but you kept on holding on to a certain person, certain situation. Could even job related, being afraid of the unknown, and not taking the risks necessary to fulfill your purpose, to do what you feel that is your real task, what is your real talent in this world. And these are really good news now, because we have the Empress and we have here the 17. This is usually the star, but here comes as silence and quietness. And actually, with this card, is really learning to be alone, enjoying being alone. So what I see here is really the light attribute of this orphan child, really learning to be completely independent. And one very strong message I'm getting from the Empress is like, you're learning to be your own mother. And maybe some of you are considering being mothers, or you are already a mother. It's like you're learning another quality to be a mother. It's like, or through being a mother, you're healing your inner child as well. And you are learning another quality to what you already do. It becomes deeper. It's also a deeper connection to your child and also to your inner child. They influence one another. By having a deeper connection to your child, you have a deeper connection to your inner child, and vice versa, right? So what I see here is really a lot of healing taking place. And it could also be in order for this healing to take place, that you need some time alone as well, that you really need some time just to contemplate, to just be with yourself, and even write your thoughts down, or create something out of this experience. I see also something maturing, also ripening. Is like a project. If it's not an actual child, is also a project taking shape, and you feeling more and more courageous to present it to the public. It's like you're getting more and more courage to fulfill your destiny, is what I'm getting, to stand up for yourself and for your dreams, and to present yourself to the world for what you really are. So I see here many blessings coming. Is a lot of healing taking place. And that's why I started with like this. It's a lot of growth. You are growing into your own greatness. It's like you're expanding, in the sense of your soul is expanding. You're getting happier. You're getting more empowered. It's really beautiful. Then we have here with the, don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Have here, your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It is no one's truth but yours. And that this is the thing, because the experiences you've gone through, it's very difficult to put it across to other people. It's very difficult to make other people understand. And you're very unique. You have your very own way to see the world. And it's very difficult, to expect other people to agree with you in everything, or to see what you see, because you had a very specific upbringing. You have like a very specific journey. I think your childhood, those who chose pile number 1, wasn't a very typical childhood. It's not what we usually would expect, right? And you've gone through many things that were traumatic, things that programmed in a way that you started sabotaging your own progress, your own happiness. But this is changing. This is really the good news here. This is changing, and you're coming into your power. You're changing the program. And here is also like, sometimes we find solutions. Sometimes we get so much enthusiasm for certain ways of doing things. But here the card is also reminding you, even if you tell other people, don't be upset if they don't understand your enthusiasm, if they don't agree with certain things that you are studying or getting more interested in. It's okay, because everyone has their own truth, right? And what is true to you or for you or to you. It doesn't have to be to other people, but it's important that you follow your own truth. It's important that you discover who you really are and continue on that path. This is the most important thing here. Accept other people's truth, their points of views and who they are. But the most important thing is accept yourself, your own truth. So pile number 1, these are wonderful news. There's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of blockages just disappearing. You are healing a lot. You're making a lot of progress. So congratulations on that. And you're going to start to see the benefits of all the work you've put onto yourself and the work you've gone through. So pile number 1, this was your reading. I hope it resonates and inspires you. If you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. So I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 2 with the Magician, this is your reading. So what do you need to know right now? We have the Magician. We have Shapeshifter, light attributes, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything, and shadow attribute, projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. And then we have the lust, and this is the weight, this burden. Burden is the better translation, the burden. And then we have don't take anything personally, transform your life. Well, transform is the key word here, is transformation. And there's a lot of transformation taking shape. And this is important now because you're the master of transformation. We have the Magician and we have the Shapeshifter. So the Magician is also a shapeshifter. He can use the elements. He can use the tools. He has the tools, the elements at his disposal in order to manipulate them, in order to manifest what he wants. And this is something you can. You're very good at this. Actually, you're very good at getting the best out of the situations, getting the best out of people. This is really a talent. Now, we also had here like seeing it as a shadow attribute that you can use this, just to serve your personal agenda. Yes, this is usually negative, but on the other hand, everyone does that. There's always a certain level of manipulation in order to get what you want. Many people do not even believe there's such a thing as altruism, as real altruism. You're always getting or wanting something in return, even if it's just recognition or a thank you, right? And so I don't see it really as a shadow attribute. Of course, when it's manipulation to harm other people, I find that not to be good, of course. But what is really admirable here is your ability to adapt to the situations, to adapt to people. And of course, you are able to show people what they want to see. You kind of act as canvas for the expectations and projections of other people. And this can bring you a lot of benefits. Of course, it's advantageous, but it can bring you also some trouble. And because, some people notice that or can see through that, or they feel you're not being authentic, and you may lose with that, right? You may lose some good opportunities by people feeling your lack of authenticity. Authenticity, that's it. And yeah. The thing is, like with a ship, sorry, it's the last day of the Mercury retrograde. Okay, let's hope. The thing with the shape shifter is that although it's really a skill, is a talent, but I have the feeling here that it comes out of fear of not being accepted for who you really are, for for your real opinions, your way of being in the world, like. And I get this also from this card, because this is here the burden, right? And I think trying to please other people, be it consciously or unconsciously, but it's like it costs you a lot of energy, and that's the burden at the end of the day, because you're not being yourself. And it takes a lot of people trying to be someone else. It takes a lot of people, no, it takes a lot of energy trying to be someone else, because you're a born actor. So if you are an actor, this is where you get your talent from. This is a skill of survival, and probably you've learned it at a very young age to adapt to situations. Maybe you had to deal with strangers the whole time, or being like in different situations the whole time, and you had to adapt in order to survive. For a child, it's very important to be accepted, to be liked, in order to be nurtured, right? So this is quite important. But it comes to a point where it's too much energy. It's tiring, and there's this constant fear, and probably you may even have this constant fear of being caught, not being real. Maybe you suffer also from this imposter syndrome, that someone will see through you, right? And this is tiring. This is tiring because you're constantly on alert. You're constantly trying to make everyone happy, and trying not to be attacked, or trying not to be left out or put in a negative light. The thing is, the good news here, and this is what you need to know right now, is actually you don't need this. This has served you for a very long time, especially in your childhood. And when you're growing up as a teenager, I get that as well, the energy. You really needed it. And it was important that you learned this skill. Now, this skill, you can use it in a creative way. For instance, like as an artist, as an actor, for instance. So that's fantastic. You already have this talent, you already have this skill, but you can also use it like as a diplomat, or, being very diplomatic with other people, public relations, salesman, like everything has to do with the public. Then you're able to adapt it within nanoseconds. You can change immediately. So you can use it also in a professional way in order to deal with public. So you already have this talent. What other people have to go, to for workshops and learn all the tricks in language and blah, blah, blah. You already have it in you. It's for you as natural as breathing. So it is advantageous, but you also have to have that special place where you can put this down, and you can be yourself and surround yourself with people that really love you for who you really are. And I think there are these people around you, but you're not really believing it. You come to a point that you probably feel a bit alone and just tired, because you don't really believe that people love you. You just feel like you have to please everyone, even in your private life. And that's not the truth. It's not the truth, because you just have to dare to be yourself. And you have so many qualities here with the magician. I also get like, you have so many good qualities. You are wonderful for what you are. You don't have to do anything extra. You don't have to be anything spectacular. You just have to be yourself. Because your talents are your talents, and who you are is who you are. And you don't have to be anything extra than the wonderful being that you already are. And then we have here, don't take anything personally, transform your life. And on the other side, we have, when you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. Here, with the take things personally is really thinking people would attack you, people would reject you, people, like their opinions are like to undermine you. You're already in this defense mechanism. You're in the defense the whole time, you're being defensive. And that's why you shapeshift in order to prevent people from either seeing who you really are and hurting you, or just making them happy the whole time so no one has a reason to be upset with you. But that's like you take their opinions too personally because you're still in that mode of being helpless, as a child. But you're not helpless. You're strong. You're talented, you're skilled, and you have everything to be successful. Some of you may already be successful in your area. So, but in your private life, you can let everything go and be yourself because you're wonderful. So none of this anger or jealousy or sadness that you may feel is actually justified. Of course, people say mean things. Of course, people are sometimes incredibly stupid. We all are. We all are. Even I am sometimes, and it's unfair. But if we think a bit, we can see the error of our ways and we can say, I'm sorry. Some people cannot. But the thing is, what people do rarely has to do with us personally, or almost never. Everyone is in their own film. Everyone is in their own island, in their own universe, living out their dramas and projections. So the reactions people have many times have nothing to do with what has just happened. They're reacting to something else that was similar in the past, and now it's complicated. But I know you understand me, and what I tell you is you're freeing yourself from this, and you're starting now to realize that step by step, it's okay to be who you really are, and it's okay to have this talent. You're not a false person, not at all. You're just very talented, but you don't need to use this all the time. And there are more and more people that love you for who you really are. And some of the other people, they are just waiting for you to show your true colors and your true light. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonates and inspires you. If you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, and also the link to my Instagram account. So you have a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading here with the Strength card. So what you need to know right now, we have the Strength, then we have Thief. Light attribute sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. And shadow attribute, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Then we have the wheel, number 10, and the German word is Wandel, means change. And then we have don't make assumptions, speak openly and honestly. Well, it's interesting here because we have the honest card and we have the thief card. What I see here, there's a big change coming into your life. And what I see here is actually a lot of talent, a lot of creativity here with the Strength card. But there's some kind of conflict within you. And what I mean with this conflict is, so it's like you don't really believe in yourself. You don't really believe that you can manifest your dreams. You don't really believe that you can be successful. You don't believe that you have what it takes. And this is changing. This belief is changing. And I think that the world is going to start showing you that, giving you real proof that what you think is wrong. And you're changing this belief, right? And it's starting to get more positive. I think you're starting to get feedback from the world, be it, depending on your project, depending on the stage you're at right now. But it could be like close friends telling you, oh, you have to do it. I love this so much. Please, you have to, like publish it, show it to the world. Or it could be like you have already published it or showed it to the world, and the world is saying, hey, we like this. Or it could be you're starting to earn money with it and so on. But there's still a lot of doubt within you that, that's first that people will really like it and that you can keep it up. So this is the doubt that's consuming you. And this is what you're really working on, because the strength card is really working with your inner demons and, and kind of domesticating them, using them to help you grow. Because they'll never go away, but you can, like make peace with them and collaborate. That's the word, and collaborate. And that's what is actually happening here. And now that's why we have here the thief, right? This is a very important card. Oh, maybe you are a professional thief, like the ones in the films, in the movies. If you are, well, you cannot say it in public, but never mind, it will be funny. Okay, back to the subject at hand. The thing is, this is quite important. Why? First of all, the change is you're realizing your worth, and that's here, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. You realizing your true talent, you realizing that you can really do it, that you even deserve to earn money with it, and you're giving yourself permission to be successful. You're giving yourself permission to be financially successful. And if this is really your theme, if the word permission, makes you react, really resonates with you, because it's something, for instance, that you are not giving yourself, just say many times during the day, during the night. So when you remember, so I give myself permission to be happy, to be free, to be successful, right? Just say it as many times as you want. I give myself permission to be successful. This is powerful. Just say it now to yourself and let it sink in. And breathe. Always breathe. It's really giving yourself permission here. And you're discovering this. This is what you need to know right now, is you have the talent and you have the strength. And we have the strength to see it through, but that's important here as well. You're going to get this confirmation, like I was saying, from the world, because the opportunities are going to come your way. You're going to get invitations. You're going to get emails saying, hey, I liked what you did, and wouldn't you like to collaborate in this and that? You're starting to get really confirmation from the world that you're going in the right direction. Now, the second part here of the shadow attribute, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Now, the first thing that when I read this and I saw the wheel, one of the first things that came to me is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Yeah, because there's a lot of, I'm forgetting the word, but there's a lot of it. There's a lot of controversy, about stealing creative ideas. There is a thing, there's stealing an idea, doing like one-on-one, like doing a copy of the Mona Lisa and then saying it was you who came up with the idea. For instance, a silly example, but it's just an example. So that's not correct. That's wrong. But in our history as a humankind, we always inspire one another. For instance, you see this picture of this beautiful wheel, and then you have the inspiration, oh my God, I want to do something out of this. I want to do different but the same. We always get inspired from one another. We always have ideas, and there's not a complete originality. We always have something from someone else, because we saw it, we read it, we got the inspiration, and it's okay. And this is for me a very important message for you here is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Let yourself be inspired by the work of other people. For instance, I don't mind if people get inspired by my work. It's fine, because I also get inspired by the work of other people, like how people come up with their ideas. And I think, oh my God, that's a wonderful, fantastic thing. Could I do the same? Could I have the same theme? Is it good for me? It doesn't matter, because first of all, the way you do things, no one can imitate you completely. And you cannot imitate anyone else completely because you're another person, you're another personality, and you have your own talents. So if you are having problems, like saying at the start you feel stuck, get inspiration from other people. Like I said, I'm not saying to steal their ideas. You just get inspiration, like how they started, how they are doing their things, how they're presenting themselves. You don't have to do it exactly like they do. Like I said, it's almost impossible, but you can get that inspiration, like starting small, or, oh, I put this candle here, it's really beautiful, and it's fine. And of course, stealing money, it's a different thing. That's a crime. And the other things, I don't think they're good as well. Stealing affections and other powers, I don't think they're good. But this all comes from this lack of knowledge, lack of knowing how talented and actually how creative and how powerful you are. Like I said, this is changing. You're coming more and more and more into your own power, to the knowledge that you can do your thing, that you can manifest your dream, that you can be successful and get recognition from public. And so don't make assumptions. Speak openly and honestly. When you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. Today you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. This is really important. Like, making assumptions is what we think things are, as you know, right? And we all do that. We tend to act on what we think the situation is, instead of communicating and asking what is really the situation and clearing any doubts and any misunderstandings. So we tend to react the whole time, but we're not reacting to the truth and not reacting to reality. We are reacting to our own thoughts, to our own feelings. And this is where a lot of misunderstandings come. But the thing is, it happens also in our own mind, right? Like sometimes we tell ourselves stories that create even more confusion. And that's where the strength card comes in handy again, because it's like fighting your own demons, and fighting the demons is these voices in your head that tell you, see, you're not talented, see, you'll never make it, why should you be the special one to be successful, blah 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 blah. And usually these voices are like voices that you already heard when you were younger, when you were a child, or you saw other people saying this to other people, and things that you've learned on a subconscious level. And it's this program running and running and running, sometimes without you even noticing. And if you then want to come out of this program, you have really to be honest, especially with yourself. So what you really want, is it really true what your thoughts are telling you, what this inner voice is telling you, that you're not pretty enough, or you're not talented enough, or you're not intelligent enough, for instance. So this impeccability with your words, you should start it with yourself, to, to be truthful with yourself and to your own needs and to what you really want in life. And again, this thief card is, catching my eye, is you don't have to take anything from anyone, and you don't have to compare yourself to anyone, and you don't have to consider yourself less than anyone. So I would say use the light attribute of the thief and see what a wealth, what a treasure you have in yourself. What a wonderful, beautiful being you are. And you are getting into this energy. You really are. You're changing so many things. And like I said, you're starting to get also the confirmation of all these light attributes from the world. And this is to take on and to really enjoy it, and know that it is your talented that is meant. It's people really appreciating you, appreciating what you have to give to the world, that you are really appreciated. So I have the feeling that you're going to win this battle with your inner demons. You're already winning, and you're coming to this conclusion that you are amazing, you are unique, and you're going to realize how loved and appreciated you really are. So pile number 3, I hope this made sense, and I hope it resonates and also inspires you. If you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below. Also the link to my Instagram account. So you have a wonderful time full of love. Thank you.